I have been flooded by the news of the U.S. tariff policies. It seems like, the foreign trade industry now has gone wild and is totally in chaos because the factory owners, are quite concerned and are very anxious about the future, especially for those which have already set up the factories in Southeast Asia, like in Vietnam or in Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, because, in the past, this is a very smart way for them to avoid the tariffs. But now, because of the latest policy, the Vietnam factory, they also have to pay 46%. Indonesia, Thailand also have to pay over 30%. So, this advantage has gone away. But I think, the old guy in the US is quite capricious and, the policy is always changing. So now you better be more patient and calm. Probably tomorrow we're going to hear something really big again. During the last 2 years, I have interviewed a lot of successful foreign trade companies. I think they have many things in common. That is, they like to innovate. When I say innovation, I'm not saying, like Apple's innovation so big. Just some tiny innovation, probably in your products, functions, or even service. Once you can find a tiny innovation, probably that means you will have the advantage because, tariffs, we don't have to pay them, right? The importers in the US need to pay it. And for the customers or consumers in the US, they have to pay it. So for those unnecessary items like consumer electronics or probably, some gadgets, those things will be affected. So I think for many people in foreign trade industry, the most important thing is to create something really unique. Just like, the lady who I interviewed last week at Shenzhen, selling the mirrors, she has already set up a lot of overseas warehouse. She has already solved the MOQ problems. And the guy who's selling the smart ring, because of the vibration, just this little innovation, his product now is really popular. Through the video, I have already connected more than 30 or even 40, buyers for them. So that's really something unbelievable. On this planet, there are over 200 countries. Probably the US market, in the past, is real easy for you to make money. Big order, very profitable. But you have to know that's just one of over 200 countries. There are so many different markets. I often hear people say Southeast Asia, that place is really poor. People don't have the capability to buy my products. But I know, even in Africa, there are so many people who are really rich. And they can afford many, many products. So I think the most important thing for you is in the future, you have to, go there to find the customer's habits and to customize the products just for that market. Just like last year, I went to Spain and I found one thing is really interesting. That is, one day when I was walking on the street, I was filming myself and I found, a cute dog. So I was trying to film that dog, but the dog's master, she's really angry because they're really, really sensitive to the cameras. So these things happened also, on the bus, everywhere. So I just found Spanish people, they are very sensitive to the cameras, to the privacy. So if you're trying to export your products to Spain, probably you have to set up a lot of functions like a computer. You have to set up a physical button, to hide the camera. This is very important. So you have to do this kind of innovation. That's a better direction. But for these tariffs, because it's not just for you, it's for everybody, and opportunities often coexist with risks. So I think that's something maybe not a bad thing, right? For smart people now, they can smell this policy is really fishy, and they can even smell there is a opportunity. By the way, next week, Wednesday, the 9th of April, I will go to Guangzhou to attend ICO Foreign Trade Conference. I will share with you guys about those successful, foreign trade cases, why they're so successful. Because during the last 2 or 3 years, I have interviewed a lot of successful entrepreneurs. I'm going to share them out. I think they're going to be really inspiring for you if you're doing foreign trade. And I think that conference is really interesting. They have also invited the very very famous law firm based in Bangkok and the world. So they are going to share with you guys the law knowledge and intellectual property. I think that's also very crucial for foreign trade insiders. And there are several industry parks and the Thailand show organizer and international payment companies. So that's a very good place for you guys to connect the resources, to know more people. If you want to see me or take pictures with me, just come to this conference, okay? This conference is free of charge. I think Made in China in the future will be still very competitive and very powerful. So be more confident and be more patient and be more calm. Do not act now. Wait for several days or several months. You will see something totally different. So see you next time. Bye-bye.